Hi, it's 9:02 p.m. So this is probably, if no more problems, no more issues, probably gonna be the last video that I do tonight. So I apologize if it bothered y'all for me to clog up your timeline with so many videos today. And so I say, just watch what you want or what you have time to watch. You don't have to watch everything, you know. Just watch whatever you got time to watch or whatever you want to watch, and watch other people's videos too. So it ain't all about me. So I mean, I just had, this morning everything, I had a little bit of noise harassment with the loud bass, which I had to deal with that all day long, alternating between loud bass music and sirens all day long, especially after that incident what happened with the ghetto lady that tried to threaten me. So I mean, I already did a couple of videos earlier, and so tomorrow morning, like tonight is supposed to rain, and then tomorrow morning the weather is supposed to be like in the late 30s, and then Sunday morning it's supposed to be in late 20s, early 30s, and then Sunday night or Monday morning it's supposed to be like back in the mid 40s or something. So it was still warm outside, comfortable temperature when I went to go and do my laundry. And so I just got my laundry out of the way before the weekend. And so it's supposed to rain about half of the week next week. So I mean, the manager told me here that he has something, that he was so caught up with the other motels that he didn't get the opportunity to come over here. So tomorrow I'm supposed to be able to, pay the rent or whatever. So I still got it set aside. So so I mean, I already showed y'all and told y'all a lot about what happened. Y'all saw some of what happened earlier. And so, well, I mean, that lady demanded First Amendment rights. First Amendment rights to gang stalk people and and threaten people. I mean, that's what you call First Amendment rights? I mean, she was ready to gang stalk because she was all prepared. Obvious perp, and then try to play innocent. But and then the other lady just jump in and try to make me out to look like the crazy one. And she just by default defended the other lady against me, and it's like I already knew that they were all perps. But as I was trying to say, I'm glad the Asian lady was nice, and she tapped me on my hand, and as a signal that everything you're gonna be all right. So I'm glad I had support from her. She must have been a different lady, because the other lady is all grouchy and mean and stuff like that. So I didn't know what that ghetto lady, what she was gonna do. But they were ready to perp her. She had on a red shirt, and the person in the passenger side had on a red shirt. And that raggedy, it was a GMC Yukon with the funny headlights. Obvious perps. And then the other lady came by, talking about, oh yeah, I already ordered. I'm just coming to pick up my food. And she had a doggone cigarette. But as I said, the other lady, I'm glad she was considerate enough to put the cigarette out. So I mean, she had on a shirt that I couldn't tell whether it was red or orange. But they were there to perp, and I didn't even let nobody know in advance. Hey, I'm about to go get to a Chinese food stand. I just at the last minute decided to go there because I found, I mean, I had like an extra $10 and a little bit change left over. So I haven't really had rice all week this week, and neither have I had seafood. So I only ate twice today. Didn't eat 3 meals, just twice. And so I was only able to eat about half of the shrimp fried rice. And then since I'm in a motel, the other half I was able to put it in the refrigerator and save it for tomorrow. And so the shrimp fried rice was under $9. It was like $8.95 plus tax, I guess. And I ordered a lemonade. I haven't had. I stay away from sodas, but every once in a big blue moon, I might have lemonade. But I even be trying to stay away from that too, because of the high fructose corn syrup. But I'm glad the shrimp fried rice, it seemed like it was fresh and stuff, but I don't like soy sauce. So I said soy sauce. I especially hate that Kikkoman brand, or however you pronounce it. But the shrimp fried rice, it had no flavor and it was dry, and like no season, nothing on it. It was just plain shrimp fried rice. So I had no choice but to put soy sauce on it. We put like 3 packets on there, but I saved the other half for tomorrow. I couldn't even eat the whole thing. But if I was on the streets, I would have been forced to eat all of it, because I felt like, even if I would be on the streets, I don't like to throw away or waste food. Even though I felt bad to have to throw away and waste a little bit of food today, that was left over from earlier this week. But, and then, with the stocking up and preparing, people are outraged about the gas prices, and, and saying that, Biden cut Russia off with the gas prices, and something about the Keystone pipeline or something like that. And so that's why the gas prices are high, and everybody's saying stock up and prepare and store up on food and everything like that. But I keep questioning, if I can't stay at this motel long term and I don't have a vehicle, how to prepare, how to stock up and prepare, because I can't store anything on the streets because of the the gang stalkers would steal it. So I doggone ain't storing up food just for them to steal from me. So and I don't know if there will be another lockdown or not. I don't know, but the idea of how to get to my storage unit, but then I can't even put any food in my storage unit. So other things can be stored there, but just no food at all. You can't even have a canister of salt, because then they'll start tripping. But with the tax refund, I don't know when I'll get it and how much for sure that I'll get, because I don't know if I'll get everything back, or if I might end up getting less than what I was originally told, or what. But I was told that I did everything correctly, and I know, and I'm confident that I did everything correctly. So Um, I mean, I don't know if I don't have, you know, at least an answer about the refund next week. Then I hate to have to face the streets again, and then it's supposed to be raining more often, and I would hate that, you know. But still haven't found another job opportunity, and I really think God has been, keeping me in a motel for, wow, in a couple of weeks it'll be 6 months. So I've been off the streets consistently for all that long. I'm so glad. I'm thankful. Even though they're trying to run me off from here and try to manipulate ways for me to end up being back on the streets. And me being in this kind of area, they make me feel, afraid of, afraid of being in this area. Like, after that lady was acting off earlier, I almost was gonna say never mind. I almost was gonna say never mind, it's not even worth it. But then she eventually drove off, and it's like she wanted to call the police on me, and she just started showing off and acting a gangster ghetto fool. But people want to talk about my bad behavior, my immature behavior and stuff. So I just had a lot go on this afternoon. I mean, I've had worse days, but today was a pretty bad day. And I didn't even freaking pay much attention to the moon or anything like that. I just figured today must be a satanic ritual high day because it's the 11th and 311, 222. And, it's like, I mean, I just had a lot of forgive me and excuse me, for trying to capture a lot of doggone gang stalking activity today. So if I didn't do laundry, in which I'm glad I got it out of the way, but I ended up having to spend like between $2 and $4 more than I normally do, or what I originally intended. And so they were tampering with my laundry, and it was so I pretty much had a rough, I'll say not a rough whole day, but like a rough afternoon. But at the last minute, I mean, I had my clothes prepared since since 2 days ago. I had my dirty clothes prepared and put aside. And so I finally did the clothes today because I was going to wait till like Sunday or Monday and hold off. But I'm glad I just knocked it out of the way. I got it out of the way today. I just got everything out of the way today. So I mean I did something productive. I accomplished something. But I mean, people might think, oh, it's no big deal, you're just washing clothes. But if you suffer depression and due to narcissistic abuse and gang stalking and bullying, and so I mean, to get up and do laundry when you're too depressed to do it, that's a big accomplishment. So, and then from the professed Christian aspect, they'll say, oh, you're sinning, or you got some sin in your life, and that's why you suffering depression and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, you're supposed to have joy in the Lord and stuff. But then they're the ones, they betray and backstab and fake you out and everything. So I mean, I wanted to write some more short stories, and I wanted to work on blogging today, but it's like all I did all afternoon was, I did laundry, and and my laundry took way longer than it was supposed to. Like, my laundry was supposed to have been done like before 6 o'clock. It was supposed to have been finished before 6 o'clock, pretty much, or by 6 o'clock. And so that was held back. So both the washing and the drying both were held back, and was forced to spend more money. And so, I went to go and eat, as I said, buy some rice and shrimp. Shrimp fried rice, because I haven't had seafood or rice all week. But then, tomorrow for breakfast, I don't know, I guess I'll have some farina and eggs tomorrow for breakfast, and then maybe some canned soup for lunch, and then the rest of the shrimp fried rice for dinner. And how's that stuffing your face so much? I'm just standard, just eating standard meals. Oh, for breakfast, I'm pretty sure I might have some farina and eggs, like the boiled eggs and farina, and some of the canned pineapple. So, but it's like I don't understand why people feel the need to judge and condemn other people when, none of us are perfect, and we're all flawed. We all make mistakes. We all do wrong. But, people want to feel superior and want to feel like they want to feel God-like. So, they think that they can take God's place with, trying to issue out judgments, punishments, and condemnation and stuff like that. So it's now 9:20 p.m. and it's still somewhat early, but people usually go to bed later on a Friday night anyway. Like, they might on a Friday night probably go to bed like 11, 12 o'clock. But if it's weekday, they usually probably go to bed like 9, 8 or 9, between 8 and anywhere between 8 and 10, especially if they got to get up and go to work early in the morning, the next morning. So, I'm going I have, like, as far as fiction, I don't have any, like, I kind of temporarily at the moment ran out of ideas of short stories to write, but I have a couple of nonfiction blog ideas in my mind, like, one of them, I don't remember what the other one was, but one of them now is to do a blog post, and I'm too tired to even do it, but do a blog post to talk about how, sorry, I'm fighting out unwanted intrusive thoughts. So, I'm thinking about, writing a blog post talking about how I don't feel like I'm a chosen one, or I don't feel like I'm chosen by God. So, but it's like that's how people do. They try to juice my head up and make me feel like, oh, you're chosen and you're chosen by God, and stuff like that, and then they turn against me and betray me, and then make like as if they never did like me, and then make like as if they were deceived by me, and now they have a switch of narrative, like as if I'm the worst devil in the world, and then they start perping and abusing me while they narcissistically glorify themselves as chosen, while they so, they're counterfeit and so fake. So at the moment, like, I'm feeling very sleepy, but I know if I were to try to go to sleep right now, I don't think I can fall asleep right now. But it would be a miracle if I did fall asleep right now, but I don't think I can fall asleep right now. But for a long time, I haven't been going to bed or falling asleep this early. You know, but I would like to go to bed at 10 o'clock, but I mean, I don't like that falling asleep at after 1:30 in the morning, and that's the way my sleep unintended sleep schedule has been. Ever since I started with the job at with the janitorial at the high school, and then I had the motel room, because the first the first few nights, I would get off anywhere between 11:30 p.m. and like close to 1 o'clock in the morning. So all it took was once, and then it's hard to try to get back on a schedule. I mean, because when I was working at the high school, we would get off at like 11 o'clock or later. But then when I started working at the middle school, when they put me at the middle school, we would get off at 9 o'clock at night. But then I still couldn't fall asleep until anywhere between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And it's like, I wonder why couldn't I get my body and like my circadian rhythm back on that, trying to fall asleep at 10 o'clock at night. But when I would be on the streets, if I try to go to bed, well, there's no bed on the streets, but, try to fall asleep around about 10 o'clock. But then, constant disruptions and constant gang stalking activity, and, making me feel unsafe and making me feel like I'm fearing for my life. See, they're hitting me right here with the directed energy weapons right now. They must be trying to get me to shut up, because I have a random, just all of a sudden, headache that they're beaming, with the directed energy weapons exactly right here. And even a little bit on this side. Just random out of nowhere. That's how I know it's them. So, making me feel unsafe with the the gang stalking activity, and then constantly, use the brightening harassment, like brighten their car lights onto me when I'm trying to fall asleep or when I'm trying to go to sleep, and then keeping me awake, or me being outside, it would rain on me when I try to fall asleep, just like the Truman Show. And it would rain on me just like the Truman Show. And then if I end up going to the bathroom, that's when the rain stops. And so I didn't they know how to make technology. They know how to make the technology have the weather revolve around you. And so they'll have fake rain pouring on me, having me soaking wet. And then, you make the whole city rain just to prevent me from sleeping. Am I that big of a deal? So, But I don't know though. I would like to do some more writing tonight, but I mean I didn't do any writing at all as far as blogging and stuff. Um, but I'm too tired to even write tonight. But that was my intention. I wanted to spend the evening and the afternoon doing a bunch of writing. But I didn't even intend or expect all this heavy gang stalking activity, and I didn't go that far much or anywhere. So then I thought about challenging myself, but I want to get to write the big nonfiction ebook and the big fiction ebook. But I thought about the idea of a third big project of if I were to write a novel or work on a novel or a novel length fiction story that's like a big book length, but I don't know what the topic will be about. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go for now, and hopefully, if nothing goes wrong, you know, if the night is okay, then I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.